Welcome to the Food Groups module. This brief module is offered as a complement to early care and education college courses that cover health, safety, and nutrition. It is not meant to be exhaustive, but simply highlight important best practices and key information, as well as provide you with additional resources. When we talk about nutrition, we're talking about the way that food can provide the nutrients our bodies need to grow and be healthy. Nutrients are substances in food, including vitamins, minerals, proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. Different foods offer different nutrients, which is why we'll talk about how important it is for children to eat a variety of foods. The healthiest foods are those we call nutrient dense, meaning they include multiple nutrients and provide a high amount of those nutrients. Healthy, nutrient dense foods provide a variety of nutrients children need to grow and do the activities they enjoy. These foods also help children maintain a healthy weight and prevent some diseases. Young children's brains are developing rapidly, so they need foods rich in vitamins and minerals and with healthy fats, proteins, and carbohydrates to help them learn about the world around them. Without the right nutrients, infants, toddlers, and preschoolers may not develop to their full potential. For example, children may have difficulty concentrating if they don't have enough of the mineral iron, making it challenging for them to learn through exploring and interacting with the world around them. This module will review the components of the Child and Adult Care Food Program. It's important to follow a healthy eating pattern and not get consumed with single food groups, types of diets, and individual nutrients. There's a lot of food out there. While everyone has different ideas about which foods they can't stand or can't get enough of, all foods can be grouped together with other foods that offer similar nutritional benefits. We'll explore 4 nutritious food groups based on the Child and Adult Care Food Program, or CACFP: vegetables and fruits, grains, meat and meat alternates, and milk. Offering children a variety of healthy options from each of these food groups allows them to explore different tastes and textures while getting plenty of nutrients. There are so many different colorful vegetables and fruits. Serve a variety of them in many different ways. You may prepare fresh, frozen, or canned vegetables and fruits to offer to children. Try offering both raw and cooked vegetables and fruits. However, try to serve the whole vegetable or fruit as much as possible. For example, serve an apple with its peel still on. Just cut it into the right sized bites for the ages of children you work with. Many of the nutrients in vegetables and fruits are concentrated in the peel or skin, so serving the whole vegetable or fruit provides even more nutrients. Programs are also encouraged to incorporate seasonal and locally produced vegetables and fruits into meals and snacks. A variety of vegetables and fruits are grown right here in Colorado. You can find a Colorado produce calendar in the resources and references section of this module. Vegetables and fruits are 2 food groups that have a lot in common, so let's explore them together. It's important for people to eat both vegetables and fruits each day. Serving variety provides many different nutrients that are important for supporting growth and development, and young children are doing a lot of growing. Vegetables and fruits play a big role in supporting the immune system, which helps children fight off germs and illness. They can protect against many long term diseases such as heart disease, stroke, and some cancers. One reason for this is that fruits and vegetables have phytonutrients, which are nutrients produced by plants that can help protect us against these diseases. Lastly, vegetables and fruits help children avoid eating too much extra or unhealthy food, which helps them achieve and maintain a healthy body weight. When prepared without adding fats or sugars, these foods are relatively low in calories. Vegetables and fruits are also high in fiber, which helps children feel full longer after eating. Here are some helpful tips for making sure the fruits and vegetables you serve to young children are as nutritious as possible. Frozen vegetables and fruits are often picked at peak ripeness and flash frozen to maintain nutrients and flavor. This makes them a nutrient packed option when fresh vegetables and fruits are not in season. Serve frozen vegetables and fruits without adding fats or sugars to avoid extra and unnecessary calories. Select fruit canned in water or 100% juice, and rinse before serving. For canned vegetables, use reduced sodium or no salt added options. If these are not available, rinse the vegetables before serving to get rid of the added salt, because too much salt can contribute to various health concerns. Whether raw or cooked, vegetables and fruits can taste delicious in their natural state. If desired, flavor cooked vegetables by adding herbs and spices instead of salt. Adding sugar or oils can add calories that are not necessary. Avoid serving fruits canned in syrup, which is sugar water, and fried or pre fried vegetables like French fries, tater tots, hash browns, and onion rings. The grains group includes foods made from wheat, rice, oats, cornmeal, barley, and other grains. This covers a wide range of food, from bread and tortillas to cereal and oatmeal to popcorn and rice. There are two categories of grains: whole grains, which include the entire grain kernel from the grain plant, and refined grains, which have been processed to remove some parts of the kernel. Refined grains have a smoother texture and a longer shelf life, but they are missing much of the fiber, iron, and B vitamins that whole grains have. Grain foods provide carbohydrates, B vitamins, fiber, and minerals such as iron and magnesium. The minerals, antioxidants, and B vitamins in whole grains help bodies convert food into energy. They also contain fiber, which helps everyone, including young children, feel full longer. Fiber has other health benefits too, as it decreases cholesterol, regulates blood sugar, and helps to control weight. The dietary guidelines for Americans recommend eating at least half of all grains as whole grains. Examples of whole grains include oats, quinoa, or brown rice, and products made with whole wheat flour, like pasta, crackers, or breads. A whole grain must be the first ingredient listed on the ingredients list to be a true whole grain product. Keep in mind that some ingredient lists may be written in a way that suggests they include whole grains, even though they don't. For example, if wheat flour is listed first on the label, the food is not a whole grain product. Instead, look for the phrase whole wheat flour. Since whole grains offer so many more nutrients than refined grains do, serve whole grains whenever possible. Limit using recipes that use white or all-purpose flour, and serve whole grain alternatives instead of white bread, enriched pasta, and white rice. Think about ways to reduce how often you serve sweetened grains like sugary cereals, pre-sweetened oatmeal, and baked goods that are high in sugar and fat. Grain-based desserts such as granola bars, cookies, and donuts are not CACFP credible at any meal type. More information on grain-based desserts can be found in the resources and references section. Meat and meat alternates are high in protein. In fact, it is common to refer to meat and meat alternates as proteins, since they provide so much protein in a meal or snack. There are many plant and animal-based foods to enjoy in this food group. Meat and meat alternates include meat, poultry, fish, beans and peas, tofu, eggs, peanut butter or other nut or seed butters, and nuts and seeds. Cheese and yogurt are also included in this group rather than in the milk group. Protein is important for building and repairing cells in the body, meaning young children need protein for growth and strength. These foods are also good sources of two important minerals, iron and zinc. Iron and zinc support physical and motor skills, brain and cognitive development, and boost the immune system to help fight illness and germs. Some meat and meat alternates are more nutritious than others. One important thing to think about is whether a protein is lean or not. Lean proteins contain less fat than other proteins, meaning they contain less of the types of fats that can contribute to health problems. As a result, lean proteins also contain fewer calories and are less likely to be processed, fried, or pre-fried, meaning they also have less salt. All of this means that eating lean proteins may decrease one's risk of becoming overweight or obese and can help prevent heart disease, high cholesterol, and high blood pressure. Children who have high blood pressure are likely to continue to have high blood pressure as adults, putting them at risk of stroke, heart attack, heart failure, and kidney disease unless they begin treatment. Because of lean proteins, examples of lean proteins to serve are poultry, eggs, and ground meats with 10% fat or less. Seafood is also an excellent source of lean protein, and it contains healthy fats for growth and brain development. Serve natural cheeses like Monterey Jack and mozzarella made from simple and natural ingredients. Avoid processed cheeses like American cheese made with artificial colors, flavors, and oils. Low fat, low sugar yogurt is recommended rather than yogurt with added toppings like honey, candy, or cookie pieces. The worksheet in the resources and references section is a great tool for calculating if yogurt has too much sugar or not. The most nutritious proteins to serve are lean proteins rather than higher fat and processed proteins such as lunch meats, hot dogs and sausages, and fried proteins. If you serve processed meats, they must be limited to no more than one serving per week. Some seafood has high levels of mercury, which is a metal that fish and other animals eat or absorb from the environment. If people eat seafood that is high in mercury, it can cause harm like lung or kidney damage. Serve seafoods with low mercury levels such as tilapia, salmon, whitefish, and canned chunk light tuna in water. The milk food group includes liquid cow's milk and soy milk. There are also a variety of cow's milk alternatives available for people who cannot or choose not to drink regular cow's milk. Some of these alternative milks have similar nutrients to cow and soy milk, while others do not. Because of this, if the family of the young child wants or needs them to use an alternative milk in early care and learning settings, there are some additional steps that usually need to be taken. If a child care program is participating in the CACFP, a parent may request the use of alternate milk for a non-medical reason. The substitution request must be one of the credible options with the CACFP, and the parent must fill out a milk substitute request form. If a milk substitution is needed due to a medical need, a special diet statement is required. Special diet statements must be signed by the medical authority. Credible and non-credible substitutions are allowed with a valid special diet statement. Remember, only serve breast milk or infant formula for children under age 1. Milk provides protein, calcium, and vitamin D for bone growth and development. The best type of milk to offer to young children depends on their age. Serve children ages 1 to 2 years whole milk. For children ages 2 and older, switch to fat-free or low-fat milk. Switching to lower fat milk helps children ages 2 and older stay within recommendations for total daily calorie and fat intake, which helps promote a healthy weight. Do not serve any milk that is raw or unpasteurized to any children. All milk served to children should be unflavored because the flavoring adds extra unnecessary calories and sugar. For children who aren't fans of unflavored milk, serving it to them on a regular basis using fun cups or reusable straws or suggesting small sips may encourage them to choose to drink milk more often. As children grow older, they transition from breast milk and infant formula to whole milk and then to lower fat milk. Some children may not like the new types of milk right away. The CACFP allows children to be served infant formula for the first month after they turn 1 year old and whole milk or 2% milk for the first month after they turn 2 years old to help with the transition. You may also be wondering, what about drinks or beverages? As you've already learned, milks are included in the milk food group. Beyond that, young children just need water. The CACFP requires programs to make water available throughout the day. Drinking water helps maintain a child's hydration and overall health. Water can also decrease the likelihood of early childhood cavities if consumed throughout the day, especially between meals and snacks. Water also helps with temperature regulation. These resources support the content covered in this brief module. We encourage you to take a look at them for more information and to share with families in your care. Thank you for joining us to review food groups. This module is made possible by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and was developed in collaboration between the Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment, Colorado Department of Early Childhood, the Integrated Nutrition Education Program, Culture of Wellness in Preschools, Pikes Peak State College, and Front Range Community College.